Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. It looks like AMC Stock wants to close out this week on a strong note. You are currently up 7% at the time of recording this video. Now, I thought all hope was lost for AMC and we were going back to the low single digits. Well, not so fast there, partner. There's a lot of things that we're going to talk about here in this video, including the Ortex data, the technicals, which continue to be very bullish, the FTDs, and what is currently going on with AMC. So if you like this video, if you like making money, or you like AMC stock or this community, whatever your reason is, hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. We all have a reason. Now, first and foremost, let's get into what is happening here today. Now, you did get some PMI numbers that came out today. Prices paid actually went down, but manufacturing went up. So it's showing that, hey, the prices paid, the amount people are paying for some of these large orders, it's going down. That's positive. But they're also ordering more. So it's showing the economy not slowing down as fast as the Fed wants it to. So you've seen a little bit of good and bad from economic data this morning. But the key of what really saved this market is Fed Bostic came out and said maybe they should pause. And hey, that's where you get an up over 1.5% S&P, up over 1.5% NASDAQ for the end of the week on a Friday, which is very indicative of a risk-on markets. Usually Friday are those days that can tell you a lot about sentiment. If you sell off into a Friday, it shows people are concerned about holding over the weekend, right? This is pretty straightforward. But if you're buying stocks on Friday, it tends to be a good sign for that next following week. And it looks like this is going to be the first week in the last month that is in positive territory. Now, in regards to AMC, markets are bullish. AMC exponentially more bullish than the markets, and even some of your more bullish stocks, even a Tesla, yeah, it's up 4.5–5%. Apple's up less than 3%. AMC well outperforming a lot of your other names, even names that had good earnings a couple days ago. AMC starting to outperform. And if you look at this stock on a technical basis, you can start to see a very clear trend that is taking place. Now, I first off want to point this out, right? You were in this downtrending channel, basically, where this line was essentially the rejection point of all of these rallies. We've talked about this many times. I don't want to get into it too much, but we did break above that. Now you're in bullish territory, and take a look at what is forming. Look at that. A positive trend line in the opposite direction. And you could even draw this for the bottom part as well. You could either draw it from right here to right here, which I probably wouldn't do that. What I would look to do is probably something like this. This makes, I have to delete that, but this one makes a little bit more sense to me, right? So you're clearly in this bullish uptrend as of right now, and this Friday is a good sign of it. Clear evidence of, AMC is not going to keep going down in a straight line at the very least. In all reality, AMC stock is holding up very well compared to what could have happened after AMC earnings, or what we have seen in the past after AMC previous earnings reports. Now, the biggest things that are currently happening right now, number one, AMC beat on earnings. That's a good thing, right? AMC tends to be on earnings. Now, they also gave you some bullish yet bearish commentary, kind of trying to be cautious, but a lot of the actual earnings call itself was about this upcoming proposal on March 14th, and that's what the markets really care about in the short term. The fundamentals, they're not going to change all too much quarter by quarter by quarter, but you could get some dilution here by March 14th. You could get, on one hand, something that would benefit AMC fundamentally, which ultimately does benefit the aspects, the prospects of a short squeeze, but it also does hurt the short squeeze in the short term. And those are two different sides of this March 14th vote. And the fact that we did not get AMC, Adam Aaron, kind of try to walk back this vote. Some market participants were expecting Adam Aaron to just cancel the vote like they have done with other initiatives in the past when retail investors did not want it done. That did not happen. So the stock sold off subsequently following that, but we have since got this court hearing on April 27th, which, if you guys are unfamiliar with what is currently going on, let me give you the scoop in like 30 seconds. So the vote will happen on March 14th. You will get a yes or a no. If the vote comes in as a no, that's what the premise of the court case is about. They don't want the vote to happen. It's probably going to be set in stone for no. Now, there is a clause in there that says AMC can just bring this back up for another vote. So don't be fooled. There would be another vote if this one does not pass. Number one. Number two, coming on April 27th, that's when you're going to get a more definitive answer. But at the same time, we know court proceedings don't usually end on the first court date. It could be months and months after April before we actually do get this merger happening, this conversion happening, if it happens at all. So there's going to be a lot of uncertainty, and that would be obviously if the vote did come back as a yes on March 14th. It's not set in stone. There's going to be a lot of you could call it uncertainty, right? Whether it's going to happen or not for months and months. And that really puts the shorts in a very bad situation. After all, it looks clear that they have been using the option chain to not only hide their short interest, in my personal opinion, but to also hedge out some of those short positions on AMC and some of those long positions on APE, because that's what the arbitrage strategy is. It's shorting AMC, it's buying APE. It's trying to play the spread between the two, quote unquote, home run trade. Not so much of a home run now, based off the uncertainty we're seeing. So by March 17th, you're going to have a yes or no answer, but it won't be definitive and there will be uncertainty. Now, these options, they're going to have to move around, and a lot of people are going to have to roll these options, just roll them out to other expirations to continue to keep this hedge on, burning more of their money, waiting to see what happens with this court case. Because let's be honest, it's probably going to come back as a yes, right? Not too many initiatives have failed that the AMC has tried to do, so it's probably going to come back a yes. And then it's probably going to be months and months and months until we get a definitive answer, until anything really does happen. So you're going to burn premium from these hedge funds for a long time, and if it does come back as a yes, hedge funds might just say, yeah, we should probably just get out of this position, because there's a lot of risk involved with the courts. It's going to take a lot of premium to keep this hedge on and make sure I don't get blown up if a short squeeze happens, right? So hopefully that makes some sense. The longer this takes, the more money hedge funds are losing and will continue to lose based off of the options to hedge out their arbitrage trade, and also just the short AMC in general. Cost of borrow rates are in the 300% range still here today. And if we take a look at the Ortex data, you can see AMC still on the threshold securities list, 25% short interest of free float. The live short interest, meaning the amount of shares currently sold short, sits at 129.13 million. Cost to borrow average at 281%. Cost to borrow max at 338%. And cost to borrow minimum at negative 0.97%. Interactive brokers short availability 117.5%, with 100,000 shares that are currently available. So numbers looking very good here. Keep in mind, short interest has not been this high in over 2 years and will likely continue to be this high. Not to mention, this is only legal short interest, not to mention the short interest that is held in the option chain, right? That is maybe just not even reported to us in general. There's a lot of short interest out there, baby. And that is why partly we are in this bullish uptrend. No surprise or no shocker. If you take a look at the option activity on the day, 56 orders totaling $17.85 million. Positive order value of 11%. AMC is up 7.5%. Why is the positive order value 11%? Take a look at Tesla. Take a look at, let's just do BBBY. I don't even know what this stock is up. Really haven't even looked. I just want to get some examples for you guys. Yeah, not the best. Not a lot of option activity on that one. And that's still in the quote-unquote meme stock sector. Let's do an Apple, right? Apple is up 2.83%. Option activity is 59% positive on the day. Let's do a Tesla. Let's do it, baby. Let's do a Tesla. Nope. Nope. Did not work. Did not work. Hit the wrong one. Tesla, positive order value of 56%. Let's do a Roku. I think this is not really in the large tech sector, so it'll be interesting. 28% positive order value. Still, the stock is only up 2%. So you really don't see consistent bearish option flows on any other stock like you do with AMC. And AMC's 11% positive order value is much higher compared to the 3 to 5% that we usually do get. So this positive order value is actually a lot higher than typical. As you can see, yesterday 6% positive order value, 102 orders totaling $40.26 million, guys. So an overall strong day that we are seeing. If we take a look at the FTD numbers for today, 2.8 million FTDs. Now for next Monday, you got 6.8 million FTDs that will be due. 5.2 million on Tuesday, on Wednesday 3.5 million, on Thursday 3.6 million, and on Friday 1.5 million. Next week after that, that is going to be the big week of volatility, guys. Don't be confused. March 17th, the week of, right? March 17th will be Friday. That is going to be the largest option expiration that we have seen, I believe, ever for AMC as far as the total number of options. You're well over 1 million puts. You're almost at 1 million calls just for that option expiration. Not to mention you have the shareholder vote on March 14th. Things are going to get crazy and the MOAS could be around the corner, and I want you guys to be fully prepared for that, but not too optimistic yet not too bearish at the same time. It's really one of those 50-50 kind of scenarios because you just don't know what is going to happen. Now, if I were to put my best guess out there, this vote does come back as a yes, and it's likely been priced into the stock. If I could sit here and tell you it's likely that this vote will be passed, not that it's going to happen right away, obviously. That won't happen until at least April 27th. If not after that, months and months down the line, you could be, August or September by the time this merge does actually happen between AMC and APE. But if that vote does come in as a yes on March 14th, I think it's pretty well known or expected that it's going to at this point. So I don't think the stock would actually sell off on that all too much because there's a lot of uncertainty based off of if this will even happen in the first place. So there you have all of that information. It looks like we did cover a lot of ground here in this video, and I am actually over here in the other studio because I live in Michigan. We're supposed to get like 12 inches of snow, so I don't want the internet to go out because we got a lot to talk about over this weekend as well, guys. So that is going to be all for this video. Hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, source your comments, questions, or concerns down below in the comment section. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next one.